Welcome back to the Panick Inc Showcase Bass project. Today we're going to be installing the Kahler 7410 Hybrid Bass Tremolo on the Panick Inc Showcase Bass version 2 custom bass guitar. First thing we did is we scanned the included template and converted it to a SVT, got it loaded into Carbide Create, laid out with the specs for our IDC woodworking hog drill bit, CNC bit. Then we loaded everything over into Mach 3. From here, this will feed instructions to our CNC machine. Now we loaded in a piece of regular 2x6 board, just to make a test cut to make sure everything lines up, everything fits perfectly when we install the tremolo on the guitar. After we got the holes cut, we put the template back in place and marked out and drilled our 4 bolt holes that hold the tremolo on. Then screwed the tremolo down into place. Everything looked good. Everything fit perfectly. And from here, we're on to actually cutting and installing the tremolo cavity on the Showcase bass body. Now the first thing we want to do to actually mount the tremolo onto the body is we're going to lay it out per the installation instructions that came from Kahler. One of the main things they have here is very critical measurement. Measure scale length plus 1.15 for correct location of rear mounting screws. So our template will be going onto the base like that, and we want our rear mounting screws to be lined up. I've already got a mark I've made here for our 1.15 over. But we want that to line up with these rear screws, with this template centered on the base body with the rear screw holes lined up. So what we've done here is we've got the 31.15 inch marked here. I've got a squared up along the center line of the neck, center line of the body, and this will be our center line for our rear holes. Like that. I'll go ahead and mark our actual center line. Now we can measure our template. That is 1.25. We'll set that. Now we line our template. That's where we'll be routing for the tremolo. Now the halfway point of that mark, 2.15. Enough. Actually, let's make a get another piece of tape involved. Okay, and now that area right there where we made that mark is where we will actually center up our IDC Woodworks Hog CNC bit to route that out for us. Now I've got the body loaded into my CNC machine here. Before I clamp it all the way down, I want to verify I have my IDC Woodcraft, the Hog roughing bit loaded into the machine. And what I'm going to do here is I've got a center line mark down the middle here. I'm just going to run the bit for a few inches, make sure it's centered on that center line the whole way down, so that it's squared, and then line up with the center line here and the center line there. Then we'll take a piece of paper, set that under here, and bump down our bit on a Z-axis until it catches the paper. Back it off just a little bit, and there, that's where we're going to set our 0 point on the CNC machine. Okay. now that we've got our body cavity routed. We have our screw holes lined up. Pre-drilled. A little bit of soap on the threads of the screws. And that's it. This guy is installed. Now, as you saw previously in the last clip, I cut this out with a CNC router. Not expecting every one of you out there to have a CNC router at your disposal, but I mean, who knows, there are maker spaces and such as that have a CNCs. You can also use a hand router to route this out. Use some Forstner bits to get your pocket depth set, and then come back. I wouldn't suggest using this as a router template. I would use this to make a template out of something like a 1/4-inch sheet of plywood, or something that'll for your guide bearing on your router to ride on. Again, I wouldn't trust the cardboard, but you know, I never do trust cardboard. Anyway, we are installed. Our strings are set perfectly at 30-inch scale. Our string saddles, so we shouldn't have but just a little adjustment to make to get the intonation correct. We'll do that further on at the end, like we did with the other showcase bass. But this is it. This is the Kahler Bass Tremolo, Hybrid Bass Tremolo, installed on the bass. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for alerts to keep up with what we're doing with the Showcase Bass project. Thanks again to Kahler for the bass tremolo. This thing is amazing. This bass is going to be spectacular. We've got our Stonewall Pickups coming. There'll be humbuckers stacked here with a 5-way switch, Strat style controls, or excuse me, a 5-way switch with a volume and tone control. They'll be coming sometime this week. That'll be the next big step, is to get those laid out, get the pockets routed for those, and we'll get those installed and everything run to the control cavity. But for now, go to the merch shop, get something from our store. Check out the Showcase Bass project on the website. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next one.